Hey, what's going on, working class hustlers? If there's anybody out here, I don't think that there is, and that's fine. You guys can catch this a little later. Uh, I'm not even going to wait for anybody to come in. You guys can come in as you do. That's fine. Um, Remember, guys, it's not hard to do this business. There's just a few things that you need to do. You need to source your products. You need to evaluate those products. You need to make the purchases. You need to process, identify your replens, rinse and repeat. And then you just need to manage your business. You have to treat it like a manager. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so um, doing a little bit of sourcing, maybe a little bit more. And if anybody shows up, you got me all to yourself. You can ask me any sorts of questions, any concerns you have. I'll be here for that. And oh, Debbie Jones or Debbie Janos just joined us. How you doing, Debbie? And yeah, let's get right into it. I'm going to try and show my screen now. Remember, like we said, the first thing you need to do is be able to source your product. The most important thing, the most important skill you're going to have is evaluating. So where I source a lot, most of my sourcing is done with the software Tactical Arbitrage. So we're going to take a look inside of there. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, guys. I could show you how to set up searches. I have plenty of videos that show how to do that. The links are in the description. If not in this description, plenty of the others. So you can find all of that stuff. Actually, you could just go right into my channel, and you could find the playlists and all of that. So let me see if I can share my screen here. This might work. This might not. Hold on. I'm gonna. Okay. Now I'm going to come on over to Tactical Arbitrage. And what I'm going to do is there's a couple of products that I found, and we're going to go through the process. What I do is once I have my search set up, I have my columns. And right, for me, it's important to have the ASIN column available because I use Tactical Forecaster. All I do is click on that, and anything that I'm able to sell is just going to turn it into green, and then I can find things quicker. So watch what happens here. I'm going to go inside my search manager. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll go inside of my search manager. I'll come over. Let's see. I'll pick a reverse search. Let's see what we got here. See, and right here I can see this search brought back 598 results. I'm going to view that data. Now, when I come to review the data, I'm going to go ahead and reset my filters just so that you can see how I do it. Now, you'll notice there's 674 results right here. And watch, the first thing I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to come over to my categories, and I'm going to deselect all of that. And the only thing I really want to see is is grocery and gourmet. I'm going to apply that. And you may not be approved in grocery and gourmet. That's okay. I'm just using this as an example. I'm going to come over to the source. So which sites do I want to look at of those that are available? I'm going to deselect. I'm going to tell you, I like sourcing grocery and gourmet, sometimes from Dollar General, sometimes from Kohl's. And these are stores you might not think about. Office Depot. You're talking about grocery and gourmet. A lot of times you're not thinking about stores like that, but definitely Walgreens. Let's see. Target is very good for me. And I'm not going to make it complicated. We'll say Keurig. I'll even put Chewy in there. Apply that, and you'll notice, you see how it went way down, okay? So a lot of times you're looking at these massive searches and you're thinking, oh my, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this, do that. Okay, let me come over. Give me a second, guys. Oh, you're not seeing my screen, Deb? Okay, hold on. Let's see. I need to change something anyway. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. I'll come back over to my results. And let me see if I can share my screen again. It's been a while since I've gone live, so a lot of times. Let's see. Okay. Maybe, you know what? There we go. Well, let me know now if you're seeing anything. You might not be. I'm going to try. I'm going to move some stuff over, and that might help us a bit. Just give me a second. So take that one. Take that one. Take that one. We'll get it right. Okay. Let me come back and see if you're seeing anything. Still can't see? Okay. Let's try something else. Let's see. Okay. Now. How about now, Deb? Hey, Curtis, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Hey, it's only two of us out here, so you guys got me all to yourselves. Remember, the name of the game is source your products, evaluate, purchase, process, identify your replens, rinse and repeat, and then you got to manage your business. Okay, so watch this, guys. Follow me. I got another screen going here, so I'm going to be looking kind of crazy. Now, you'll notice up in here in my extensions, Tactical Forecaster, I'm going to click that and watch what happens. See if it turns green, I know I can sell that. And I don't have to waste time, okay? So right away, I should be able to sell this red shrimp. Now, right away, what am I looking at? I'm looking at where's this coming from? The source. It's coming from Chewy.com. I'm looking at the sales rank. I'm looking at my price. Now that's going to change depending on if I have tax, if I'm able to sweeten the deal, as I like to call it, if I can get any sales. Where is it buy boxing right now? Supposedly. Where is it averaging? What would my gross profit be? What would my gross return on investment? Right away, looking at those, it's worth it to see the product, to see the product at Chewy.com, to see the product on Amazon. All I do is click on those images. So I'll click on that one. And now I'm looking at, what am I looking at? Remember, tactical arbitrage showed me that the price should be $10.99. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Then the next thing, it's supposed to be on Amazon for $21.95. Is it? Let's see. Click right on that image. Oh wow! Right away I can see a couple of things. Number one, it's in that area. Okay, this is turtle food. Well, this is weird. I'm looking at a keeper chart with a lot of velocity. You see all that? When you see that green line like that, guys, that's great. The next thing I'm going to look at, it's not a deal breaker, but it's a deal maker. 93 ratings. I don't care if the product is selling. If the data is telling me that it's selling, and it's got bad reviews, that doesn't stop me. But if it's got really good reviews, that's definitely a plus. I've got 6 people selling it. I'm going to filter because I'll probably sell this prime. And I'm looking at the stock. Okay. The guy who's in the buy box right now only has 3. Then we drop and this guy has 70. So most likely this is where we're going to end up at. It just depends. But you'll notice this guy has a cheaper price. It's being sold by Amazon and he does not have the buy box. And he's got over 7,000 ratings. So it's not that he's a new guy. He's got more ratings than this guy. So you just don't know why Amazon does what they do. They want us all to be successful. So I don't know what the algorithm was doing with that. But then what we want to do, I'm going to copy this. This is actually, that's a product for you guys if you want to sell a toy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ASIN, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to paste it in here. Now, this is Inventory Lab, guys. You know this is the software I use to run the business, to manage the business. Let's see now. Now, I'm going to take, and I'm going to see if I can sweeten the deal. How do I do that? I'm using, once again, in my extensions, Rev ROI. And I want to know if I could save 7%, that's cash back. One click and I'm getting 7%. I see no discounted gift cards, but that's okay. Let's say I decided to take advantage of that 7%. So that takes me, let me see, from $10.99 minus, what did we say, 7%? That brings us to $10.22. I'm going to stick that in there. Okay. And that's going to make me $5.20. That's a 50% return on investment. Put that into perspective. You put $10.22 out, you got the $10.22 back plus $5.20. That's not bad. And if you buy enough, I know this because I source at Chewy.com a lot, you can get your free shipping. Okay? So another thing you want to look at is about how many sales are you getting a month. Now, if we go back into Inventory Lab, this is saying it estimates at 37. Some people like to use the keeper chart. They'll hover over, and in the sales rank column at the bottom, there's 40 drops per month. The general theme is for every drop that represented a sale. That's not necessarily the case, but I would move on. I would move on this, guys. Okay, now I'm going to show you another one. And this one is for you. So let me see if I can find that. I'm going to bring that over. Whoops. See if you can find that. Yeah. Now I'm going to take that ace and then I'm going to come back over into tactical arbitrage, and I'm going to see if I can find that, if it's out there. There it is. See, this is what I was looking at when I sourced this product for you. So pay attention, because you should be able to sell this. And this is coming from Target. It's got a nice sales rank. This is your price before you sweeten the deal. This is where it's buy boxing right now. The system isn't showing a 90-day. That's okay. Estimated monthly sales 28. Gross profit of 14.59. That's a 47% gross return on investment. You're probably going to have some tax issues. I don't know your situation. But remember, if you click on each image, that's going to open up where you're sourcing it. That's going to open up Amazon. And a lot of times right away, you can see images that match. You're talking about a 20-inch, I don't know why it's toothless, but it's a 20-inch dragon with fire-breathing effects. Here we go. 20-inch dragon, fire-breathing effects, toothless. I don't get it. I'm looking at a suppressed buy box, and that excites me, guys. A lot of people, they don't want to deal with a product that if it doesn't have a buy box, because then they want a buy box that they can try to control and fight over. I hate that. If I see a suppressed buy box, I already know this product is bringing back more profit in my case. A lot of velocity on that keeper chart. Okay. You only got 2 people selling it. Neither one is FBA. Listen to what I just said. Neither one is FBA. That means you could probably get $3 to $5 more. Even if you listed at $3 to $5 more, guess what? You've got plenty of room if you need to adjust the price. Why? Because when we come over, again, we're using Inventory Lab here to kind of scout it out. You can use the free revenue calculator that's inside your Amazon Seller Central. But look at, we didn't even sweeten the deal, and you're making $32.88. Well, let's double check that. Something don't seem right. We shouldn't be making that much. Could it be? Because, let's see, what did this said? Oh, okay, so this said $62.99 at the time this data was pulled. It was buy boxing at $62.99, but you can see you only got 2 people selling, $88.94 and $90.11. You got so much room, guys, and look at the amount of stock they got. He has one, he has one. And guys, if you don't move on this, can you see the ASIN on that? If not, you guys are connected with me. Text me, whatever you need to do. If you can't get the ASIN on this, I can try and drop it in the chat. Let me see if I can drop that. Because you guys, you need to look at this. Well, just let me know if you're interested. There's only 2 of us out here anyway. If you're interested, I'll give it to you. If not, that's fine. But no, I might as well, at this point, let's see. Can you sweeten the deal? We'll come over to see if you can get any cash back. Not much, but that's free money. 1 click, you're getting 1%. Guys, it adds up. It adds up. I just got a Rakuten check myself. I just got it. So this is real. Okay, that's just free money. There's just no reason to not get that. Okay? But let me go back. You got that 1% cash back that you could get. Any discounted gift cards? Yes. My favorite is Card Cash. Let me show you what that looks like. What that looks like is you're just going to click on that. It'll take you there. You want a digital gift card. You don't want a hard one unless it's a store that you source at enough that you can afford to wait and you know it's going to get used. But look at, you probably don't want to spend $850. So you'll scroll down. Maybe you will spend, you're definitely going to spend $30 or something like that. So if the value, or even $50, if the value of the card is $50 and you're only paying $47.95. You're saving 4%. Guys, this adds up. You got to think though. You go to Target, they're only going to allow you to use like 4 cards on one purchase. So make sure you keep that in mind. Let's see here. So guys, that's basically it. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time today. If anybody had any questions, that's great. If by chance you want to connect with me, most of you guys know my number. If you don't, there it is. Let's see. If you want that tactical forecaster, you can find that on the website or down it may be down in the description, but if you go to www.tacticalforecaster.com, you can find it. You could also find it at workingclasshustler.com. If you're not ungated, we got a whole series, a whole bunch of ungating, and they're on sale today for $47 each. And that's only available today. There's a code. When you go down in the description, it'll take you right in there. Apply the code. You're only paying 1/3 of what this normally costs. And I like giving that just for the few people who want to be with me. And the same thing with my course. I don't talk about it very much, but I do have a complete course. It's called the Arbitrage Encyclopedia, and it's only $99.97 today. Okay. And again, the if you use the link in the description, it takes you right there. It applies the coupon, or you could just go to workingclasshustler.com, and there you have that. But again, guys, it's very simple. You source the product, you evaluate, you purchase, you process, and your replens will surface to the top. They always do. Then you rinse, repeat, and then you got to manage your business. If you want the kind of numbers that I'm doing, the next video is probably going to show me at 15,000 when I'm normally right around 10. The only thing I did different was I started thinking and behaving like a manager. And once that happened, hey, Gina. Yeah, just like the good old days, girl. It's good to see you. But once you identify those replens, guys, you've got to stay on it. And I was guilty of it. I wasn't doing it. You know what I was doing? I was sourcing products, shipping in inventory, then doing nothing. I wasn't managing the business. Then I would look one day and go, oh, you know what? I ran out. Let me replan. All that time I lost. Think about the Amazon customer, or any customer for that matter. When they're ready to shop, that was your opportunity. You were either there or you weren't. You were either there or you were not. You can't get that time back. I started valuing and assigning a precious value to that opportunity. And I decided to get serious and no longer lose that time. This business demands time, but what I'm telling you is it's not just about the work. It's about making sure that when that customer is there, that's his time to shop. If you're selling what he wants and you're available, you had the opportunity. You can't control what that customer does, but you can control what you do. And the minute I started taking it serious, thinking like a manager, realizing what products I have that I know. You guys been doing this long enough. A lot of you know what products sell. Make sure you have it and you never run out. That's going to take work. It's easier said than done. A lot of you work full-time jobs like me. You got kids, you got households. Life don't care about that. Life says you were either ready and available when the customer came along or you were not. You do this business long enough. Guys, I'm telling you, how many times I've been saying this since 2017. It's not hard. There's no rocket science to this. But you got to do it. I'm here to motivate you to do it. That's why I'm showing my numbers. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, hey, you let me know. Let me see. Can you explain how those e-gift cards work? Okay, so the way those work is you would make the purchase, and I have videos that show the whole process, but make the purchase, and then you'll enter after you make the purchase, they'll email you the code. You'll get the you'll get a number, and then you'll get a PIN number that goes with it. You'll enter that on the site, and it will deduct. Say you were at Target.com, it will deduct that price out of the total, and there you have it. It's real simple, but I would advise you here. You know what? Let me go into Target and I'll show you. So watch this. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so let's say you were going to go ahead and get this. We'll add it to the cart. We'll go to checkout. Now you'll notice when you come down, let's see, you'll go to checkout. I gotta sign in. Oh Lord, hold on a second. Let me get signed in. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, now watch this. When it's time to place the order, you can add your gift card. It's going to need the card number. And then when you apply that, it's going to ask you for the PIN number. And with each card, it's going to take away from that total. And if you end up with extra, it will keep that on your account, and then it'll be available later. Okay. And don't forget, look at, I got $21.45 available from the Circle earnings. That's something you sign up for, guys. Here's the deal. I could buy a couple of these, and the price I paid, I could reduce that from the total price by $21.45. That means I could be even more competitive. You see how this comes together? All right, guys. Did anybody have any other questions? It's no big deal if you didn't, because if you guys are connected with me. If you have any questions, you know what to do. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm ready to enjoy my Saturday. But even more than that, the reason I'm having much more success with the business is because I'm doing more. I love what I do in terms of the YouTube channel. But I was putting so much into that I was neglecting my own business, so I had to make some changes. It's okay though. You know, I've been doing this since 2017, and you know what I've learned? Most people don't care. So I care about you, the few. We got 2 people, 3 people out here right now. You're the ones. You got me, guys. You got me. I love you. And if you need me, you got my number. If you don't, or if you have forgotten, there it is. Let's get connected. I'm here for you. Won't charge you nothing. You got anything you need. But yeah, if you're not ungated for anything, because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times what I have found is toys are great, but I don't get a lot of replenishables with toys. Replens, we're talking about food. People got to eat. They got to replace that. We're talking about health and beauty. We're talking about pain relief. You know, those are a lot of replenishables. Even tools. Okay, those are more items that you can constantly replan. Toys are great, but toys are a lot of work. And if you work a regular job like me, you got to be thinking, okay, what am I going to do to continue to scale the business, but not necessarily have that correlate with much more work. Sourcing is labor intensive, guys. If you don't want to do it, we do have we do provide ungated leads. It's not expensive. For $50 a month, you get your leads all week long, and they're ungated if that's what you want. Now, I don't push getting ungated unless you're serious about the business, because I don't like people getting ungated and they haven't even committed with their actions, not with their mouth, not with their words, with their actions. If you show you're committed, but if you know yourself, and most of us should, if you know that you do what you say you're going to do and you're ready to get in the fast lane, get ungated. There are links in the description, because once you get ungated, and I'm talking in brands like Nike, I sell those brands, and Adidas, I sell that. Fisher Price toys, you know what I mean? These are brands that I'm able to sell. And if you want to start getting into replens, my big thing, I tell you all the time, grocery and gourmet, specifically snack food, but grocery and gourmet is where it's at for me. You know, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get on out of here, but just take this to heart, what I'm about to tell you. You know, hey, Sheila said hi and bye. But no, when you talk about sustainable business, it doesn't matter if it's Amazon, I sell on Walmart, whatever. When you talk about food, that is a basic necessity. There's nothing sexy about it. It's not cryptocurrency. It's not real estate. And you'll hear these real estate guys. I'm not hating on real estate, okay? I'm not hating on real estate. But you'll hear these real estate guys, everybody needs a place to stay. Yeah, that's true. But if you wanna get into an argument with me, I think I got you. Watch this. You ever heard of a homeless person? Ever heard a person living out of the back of their car? Because I did it for 4 months. You could theoretically exist without an apartment or a house. So this argument you always have, these real estate moguls, everybody needs a place to stay. Here's my argument. Everybody gotta eat. And there is no option. See, if you tell me that everybody has to have a place to stay, I could show you a homeless person. I could show you a person living under a bridge. I could show you a person living with their mama and they ain't got to pay. I tell you, everybody got to eat. You ain't got no argument. So if all you got ungated in was grocery and gourmet, I guarantee you, if you really want to do this business and you want something sustainable that you can continue to replant all day long, I'm telling you, food is going to do it. So, hey, there's Katie. I miss you too. I ain't going nowhere. And you got my number. So if you ever need me, I'll be here. You know what I think? Usually I get into this long form content, and I don't know why, because I really don't like to talk. You know, I'm very shy. But I get into these 2-hour live streams. That's the way it used to be. And it would literally exhaust me. We're gonna keep it to like a half an hour. So I'm gonna wrap this up. But remember, guys, at the way I'm doing it right now, I'm probably more likely to continue to do it. Okay. Now remember, if you didn't get a chance to take advantage of the actual lead, the ungated lead that I gave, rewatch this video or just connect with me. Text me. Anything you need, we'll get you that ASIN. I think it'll be a great product. All right, guys. Oh, wait. Somebody else just showed up. Hey, Deb. And Mike G. I get you pumped up. Well, you should. Guys, you should be very, very excited about this. And you know what? The way I talk, I don't know how I do it because I'm so bashful, but I probably should. A podcast format would probably be good for me. With all the yipping and yakking I'm doing. But listen, I got to stick to my guns, so I got to raise up. I will see you guys. Let's see if we can get together next week. And I like it like this. Let's see. We got Debbie, we got Curtis, we got Gina, Sheila stopped in, we got Katie, we got Mike. So we got 6 people. That's good enough. If I got 6 people that really want to do this business, that care, we can take it over. All right? I will see you guys next week. Leave some comments. Let me know what you want to talk about, because if you don't, I'm just going to keep teaching sourcing, because that is the lifeblood of your business. I'm going to keep teaching evaluating, because that's the best skill that you could possibly develop. I'm going to keep talking about how to source, evaluate, make the purchase process, identify your replens, rinse and repeat, and most importantly, see, when you do all those things, that's great. Ain't good enough. Eventually, you've got to start thinking and behaving like a manager. See, I'm gonna say this. I know I'm supposed to be leaving, but y'all done got me going again. See, you get me hooping and hollering. You do this. Oh, somebody else joined. Be Black. What's going on? But yeah. Oh, Debbie's listening while she doing her cardio. Good for you. Your health is, all this means nothing if you don't have your health. So good job. Kudos to you for that. But what I was about to say, you've got to manage your business. You can be hustling, and I affectionately refer to all of you as working class hustlers. But in truth, if you really want a sustainable business that's actually going to, scale, you got to get out of the hustle, and you actually have to start running a legitimate business, and that requires management. Hustling, that's great, especially in the beginning, because that's more of a flipping kind of mindset. But if you're trying to run a legitimate business, guys, it makes a huge difference. For example, if I need some money, like $20,000, $50,000, I can get it quicker than I could with my personal credit, because I have a legitimate business that's been up since 2000. It's been incorporated since 2011. It's been up since 2002. So I don't recommend people just jumping into corporations, formation of all of that stuff until you're serious. But eventually you need to be, because it's going to have a lot of advantages. B Black says, thanks for your videos. Yeah, man, I'm glad you enjoy it. You guys, I get energy from you. I need you guys as much as you may need me. So, all right, guys, I gotta bounce like I promised myself. So I will see you next week. If there's any questions, comments, use the comment section. I'll check them. If again, one last time, if you don't have my number, there it is. That's my personal number. We can text, talk, whatever. It doesn't cost you anything. So take advantage. You guys, you're like the Marines. The few, the proud. All right, I'll talk to you next week.